Life and Style, Houston fashion blogger. I am having the great opportunity to be here today at Tootsie's to interview Kathy Bracewell.
Yes, Bracewell.
Bracewell.
Yeah.
And she is the founder and designer behind Agate Branch plus Marfa Jewelry. And she's going to tell us a little bit about how she got started into the business and about her collections.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you. I'm so flattered that you've asked me for this interview.
I'm super excited. This is a great time to talk to you about this. Your pieces are perfect for the rodeo season that we're in right now.
Exactly.
I'm loving the stones and everything. So
thank you.
Tell us a little bit about how you found these stones and then realized you want to use them to make jewelry.
Okay. Actually, we own a ranch property outside of a town called Marfa, Texas, which is in West Texas. It's at the very, very most east or western side of Texas. And when we bought the ranch property, what I decided to do was walk around and see and look for Indian artifacts. And so in looking for them, I started finding these distinctive looking rocks. And so I gathered some up, went to the little town, there's 2,000 people, and there's a rock shop there. So I went and introduced myself, took the rocks in, and he said that I have Marfa Agate. So it's an agate, semi-precious stone, and it is found in the area, but not everywhere in the area. So my husband and I invited him to come down to the ranch. We drove around. He trained my eye to see that the dirt or the soil actually becomes darker because agate is part of the lava formation.
Okay.
So you're looking for darker soil. That's where your agate beds will be, and I just started collecting them.
Are they like on top, or do you have to dig down far for them? Like
That's
how far
a great
are you
question. They actually are on top.
Very nice.
So you'll just see these beautiful sparkling, beds. It's so pretty. So I gather them up, take them to him. He actually is a lapidary rock man. I can't think exactly what to say, but he cuts the stones. He has lapidary saws and lapidary polishing equipment. So he cuts the stones for me, and as he slices, we get to know the stone a little bit better. On the outside, I can tell. The outside of the stone, I can tell what's going to be inside, but every time he makes another slice, it's another beautiful surprise.
So we have multiple shapes here, so it almost seems like nothing is the same size, but it may come from one rock, so it just depends on the layers is what's giving you the different shapes.
Exactly, and depending on the size of the stone. So usually I can get 2 to 3 slabs or slices out of one rock. That's a typical size, maybe 3 to 4 inches in size. Then the bigger stones, I get multiple, more and more slabs. Like for instance, this piece again.
It's gorgeous. Well, okay, so now you found the stones and you found somebody to cut them. How did you decide to turn it into a jewelry business?
Well, I decided when I was finding these stones and kind of getting into the whole thing, my daughter-in-law and stepdaughters, the fashion side of it, started sending me images of different designers, mainly Yves Saint Laurent and some of the French designers, Chanel. On their runway were doing these great big chunky agate necklaces. And so I just kind of thought about it, and I have a design background, so I just decided to make jewelry.
To go with it.
Yeah, go with it, right. Yeah, it's been fun.
And when did you officially start that? How long have you been doing it?
I've been in the business now for 5 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a really fun kind of, evolution. It really has. And I'm thrilled that Tootsie's has taken me on. And I'm in the Tootsie's in Dallas and in Houston as well. So it's very exciting for me.
We love the shop here at Tootsie's. It's one of our favorite spots for a lot of the fashion bloggers here. We love the unique pieces that they bring in, and all the trunk shows are fun.
Yes,
most of the time we get to meet the designers, because other times we don't get that opportunity to actually meet the face behind the design.
The design. And this particular show really is concentrating around the Houston Rodeo. And because of that, you'll see I really introduced turquoise into the collection for rodeo, and I'm actually working with a Native American tribe out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, the Abetas. And I sent them some of my slabs, and then they put the pieces together for me. That's been kind of exciting for me to get to work with the Indians.
Well, it seems like you always had that interest in Native American things, because you said when you first moved there, you were looking automatically for artifacts. So where was that from? You've just always been into artifacts?
I really have, yes. Okay. I've collected Native American for a long, long time. Rugs, pottery, and everything, yeah.
Very nice.
That's neat.
And that's great that you get to work with them now. I bet. That's
I love
awesome.
it. I do.
I love
it.
The piece you showed me over there with the black on it. That was great.
Jet. Yeah.
You also mentioned that you have a design background, so tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, my training from Texas Tech is in interior design, so I've always been in the design business. Yeah.
How do you inspire the final pieces? Like I know you said you add turquoise, and that's more for the rodeo right now.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we were talking about the
here's leather. Oh yes.
The leathers, and how do you come up with the design for the final pieces?
Well, really the stones seem to talk to me and tell me what to do. They really do. You can tell if one wants to be casual or if you want to dress it up with something.
Right.
And this is a neat example here. So I introduced these multiple slabs in because originally everything was long and was a pendant. And then I realized how everybody likes to layer. Layering is so in, as you know. So I decided to do these little multi-slabs here. Those come in silver and gold. And then also new to the line are these hand knotted, beaded necklaces or chains. It just, you see the stone and see how that has the pinks and the whites and off-whites, so that's how I spun around with that.
And then your choice between those, the leathers, or having the chain. So
yes, leathers are adjustable. You can slide with the clasp to make them short like a choker or long like a longer pendant. And actually in these, while I'm sitting here, an example here is of a milagro, and that is used in the Hispanic Catholic community, and what they are little charms that they will pray over. The Sacred Heart of Jesus is one, and the other is the kneeling, either man or woman, and that's thanks for a miracle received or a blessing needed.
nice.
That's a really top seller for me with the milagros. Yeah.
Well, speaking of selling, what is your the price range for all of your products here?
Okay, let's see. So the leather pieces with the little nuggets start at $75, and advance with milagros up to $185. And then I start, the lowest price chain is $225, and then going up, of course, into the beads and turquoise, they're in the 600s. And rings are $325 to $350. They are on adjustable bands, which is really nice. So you can wear on any finger. Kind of fun.
Nice. So how many rings have you ever tried to wear at once? You usually just do one. You just do one statement. Okay.
Yes.
And who's the person that you see wearing your jewelry? What's your girl like? Your client?
Oh, that's neat. That's actually a very good question, because it seems like every age group really is into this line. I recently sold in the Tootsie's in Dallas one of the necklaces like you have on to a woman who was shopping for her mother of the groom, and she was wearing it for her rehearsal dinner dress.
It looks like your pieces are able to be layered and stacked, and it looks like you have another element here that increases the fashionable aspect of your pieces.
We do. We just introduced into the line, it is a feather attachment with a little lobster claw clasp, and simply attach onto the back of any piece. So, pop.
And now you got a new necklace.
It just really changes the look of the piece. It's been fun. Awesome. And I think you and I were laughing earlier about you could do anything, put it in your hair, put it on your boots, your purse, like you said.
I would have fun with just that alone. Put the earring, jewelry, shoes.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's a nice adder right there.
Be cute on your hat.
Is there anything else you would like for my readers to know about you and your brand?
Let's see. I don't know. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head.
I know.
But please, yes, just come shop me at Tootsie's here in Houston, Tootsie's in Dallas. I'm also at the Boutique Muse and at Julie Rhodes in Houston.
Oh, I love Julie Rhodes too. She really supports local designers and stuff.
Yeah, she's really great.
Right, but we can also buy online from you, or
yes, I have a website which is agateranchmarfa.com.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Kathy.
Thank you. I just love it. Thanks so much.